Hello everyone, welcome back to botany classes. In this video, we are going to learn about ecological succession. Before getting into the topic, we will see what are the content we are going to discuss in this video. We are going to start with what is ecological succession, and then we are going to discuss about the type of successional communities, and then we are going to see the type of succession. In type of succession, there are two main types of successions are there. One is xerar succession, another one is hierarch succession. Only these contents only we are going to discuss in this particular video. Okay, we start with one by one. First, we are going to start with ecological succession. Generally, what is the exact meaning of or exact definition of ecological succession? It is a process by which the structure of biocommunity evolve over time. But here by process by which the structure of biotic community evolve over time. Actually, the biotic community is seldom static. It's not a stable one, it's unstable, keep on changing with time. Its composition of this biotic community changes with the time due to interaction between biotic and abiotic compound, right? But if you take any biological community of ecosystem, but time to time, like year to year, so year takes several years, they keep on the composition of the particular community may be changing. So why it's changing now? Because of the continuous interaction between biotic and abiotic component, right? So keep on, that's why it's a change, it's a changing. These changes is orderly and sequential and parallel with the changes in the physical environment. And these changes leads to finally a community. That community is near equilibrium with the environment. So you see the biotic community, the community for given ecosystem is keep on changing with the time. Why it changing now? Because of the interaction between biotic and abiotic compound. The change is orderly and sequential and parallel with the changes in the physical environment. And these changes finally leads to community that is in near equilibrium with the environment. So the finally formed community, you can call it as climax community. The community is nearly not equilibrium. It's a near equilibrium. They are saying that it's not stable. That community also not stable, but they are near stable with the surrounding environment. That community can call it as climax community. So this gradual and fairly predictable changes in the species composition of given area, together you can call it as ecological succession, right? So then if you are taking one ecosystem now at present day, so just we are enumerating the species composition. What are the different organisms inhabiting in the particular environment? So over period, what will happen is this composition will changes. Maybe some the living organism may disappear. Maybe new living organism may appear there. The climatic condition also will changes. So that what will happen is finally, okay, the changes leads to finally a community that is in near equilibrium with the environment. So that final community we are calling as climax community. And such a gradual and predictable changes in the species composition a given ecosystem are together collectively you can call it as ecological succession, right? So you look the image here. So one open area is there, bar area. There no more living organism are exist. So now it started with annual herbs, and then it started with perennial. Annual, now they can complete their life cycle within season. And then that area further developing Further, you can observe there are appearance of perennial plants and grasses. And further, you can see shrubs are there and softwood tree and trees, the pine trees and hardwood tree. Now, this barren area over period of time it become forest. So these gradual and predictable changes in the species composition of given area together we are calling as ecological succession. But you see, before first initial stage here there is no biotic community, and over period of time here you can observe this area become forest. Forest now you can find the number of plants like grasses, herb and shrub and small tree, large tree, and also you can find a different kind of animal and microorganism, everything. So what's about time this forest is, it's a open area, bare area, nothing is exist there. Now it become forest. So these the changes on the you can together you can call it as ecological succession, right? So next we are going to discuss about the type of successional community. So here there are three important communities are there. There are many, but our convenient purpose we are divided into three. One is a pioneer community, second one is transitional or seral community, and third one is a climax community. The pioneer community nothing but the first biotic community that developed in bare area. Bare area na here there is no more organism. Bare area. Area with no living organism is termed as pioneer community. The first organism, the first appearing community or the developing the biotic community in bare area, you can say pioneer community. For example, lichens or barren rock. If you take rocks are there, rocks surface you can find no living organism. But after rainy season you can find some organism they start to develop. The first developing organism that barren rock is lichens. So lichen considered as a pioneer community in barren rock during ecological succession. Similarly, if newly constructed pond is there, the pond if it is filled with fresh water, the first developing community there is phytoplankton. After some days you can see the fresh water, clear water turned to somewhat green color because of due to development of this or growth of phytoplankton, and then followed by zooplanktons. Okay, so in bare rocks area or dry condition, the pioneer communities are algae and lichens. And hydric condition, there is a wetland or water, freshwater, aquatic environment. The pioneer communities are phytoplankton and zooplankton, right? So they start to develop first. Next one is transitional and seral community. Now these areas of bare area, the first biotic community started developing, then the remaining community they start to develop. The pioneer community followed by specific orderly sequence of series of plant community, not only plant and animal community. So all together you can call it a seral community, right? So whatever community in followed by first they started the particular bar area started with the biotic community, first biotic community, lichens or phytoplankton, zooplankton, and this one followed by specific orderly sequence of series of plant community and animal community. All together you can call it a seral community. For plant example, bryophytes. The lichens will start to develop, then bryophytes develop, and then herbs, herbaceous plant, grasses, shrubs, and a small tree. Like that it goes in dry condition. If it is aquatic condition, like it start develop submerged form, floating form, or marginal plants. So these and all comes under transitional and seral community, right? Last one is climax community. The last community in biotic succession. During ecological succession, the last community which is relatively stable and is in near equilibrium with the surrounding environment of that particular area. That is, you can call it as climax community. Climax community. For a climax community, you can say example is forest. Once the climax community start to form or start to develop, then the ecological succession may slow down or may stop. So you see, during succession, one bar area going to become forest. That time, the first forming community, we are saying that pioneer community, and the last and stable community name is called climax. In between, whatever developing, all together you can say transitional or sterile community, right? For example, you take example. Now on open, the abandoned building is there, old building. The left as unused. You see, first what will happen? The small, you can find after some time, you can find the growth of algae and lichen in that area. And after a few months or years, the small herbs start to develop. And then you can find the small herbs will start to develop and subs and small tree. And after 50 year, 100 year, the building become forest area. So here, during the succession, the first community what they started growing or developing in that area, we are saying that pioneer. Last is mostly tall tree will develop. It become forest. That last community name is called climax. Whatever developed in between this pioneer and climax together, you can call it as transitional or sterile community, right? The entire series of community occurring in biotic succession called as SEER, right? The individual transitional community are termed as sterile stages or sterile communities, right? You see here, type of successional electrode. First, boron rocks are there. These areas are boron rocks, right? These are boron rocks. And the first organism they start to develop here is lichens. Lichens considered as a pioneer community. So this is a lichen stage. And then algae and lichens and small annual plants and lichens, they start to develop. And perennial herbs, grasses, and grasses, sub and shade intolerant trees and shade tolerant trees. Finally leads to the climax community. You see, here this bar area is further developed into forest here. The first appearing community we are saying that pioneer, and the last the developing community trees they are developing. No, you can say climax, but whatever community middle it's developing together, you can call it as transitional or sterile communities. For open area, the bar rocks it become forest. It takes nearly hundreds of years. That time, how its plants are succeeding further. Okay, that's together you can call it as successional community, right? Next, we can see the types of succession. That depending on the nature of habitat, where the succession will start. Either starting from dry condition and leads to mesica. Dry condition, nothing but xerar. Xeric condition, it leads to mesic. Or start from hydro, water environment, and leads to mesic, forest environment, right? So the based on nature of habit it start. The type of successions are, the two types of successions are there. One is xerosear or xerarch succession. Second type is hydrosear or hydrarch succession. Xerosear, xerarch succession that takes place in dry area like rock and sand and saline condition. And a hydrosear or hydrarch succession of this start in aquatic habitat, mostly aquatic environment, wherever it start, but finally leads to mesic condition. Nothing but further they develop into dry land is there, dry land further develop into forest, or one open water body is there, pond lake, further this pond lake further develop into forest, right? And xerosear, xerarch, actually it's a type of plant succession where the succession is initiated in water environment, mostly aquatic environment, right? Sorry, xerarch is plant succession which is limited by water availability. Actually, xerarch, nothing but it's a dry condition. Succession of ecological community originated in extremely dry situation, and like sand, desert, sand dune, salt desert, rock desert, etc. finally which leads to the forest area. You can see here bar rocks are there. And further community pioneer stage is lichen and small annual plants and lichens, perennial herbs and grasses, further developing into sap and shade intolerant tea, further shade tolerant trees. Further it leads to climax. Okay. Now these bar rocks, so after several hundreds of years, it become forest area. You can find all type of plants, even soil also, everything there. So this kind of plant succession, you can call it as xerarch succession or xerosear. Xerosear or xerarch succession. Hydrosear is succession which start in aquatic environment, mostly in freshwater environment they will start. The water become, first it become the phytoplankton start to develop, and then the submerged plants they will start to develop and floating form, and the water body become wetland, and wetland and further leads to development of forest. Okay, this kind of succession you can call it as hydrosear, right? And next classification is the based on the further we are categorizing into two types of succession: primary and secondary succession. Primary succession nothing but, so here biotic community develop on new site where the never before colonized, the site is never before colonized by any living things. So actually one area is the bar area, there no more organisms are exist are present before. So now that particular area, the succession will start after hundreds of years, that area become forest one. For this the type of succession you can call it as primary succession. For this example, glacier and volcano. So here, so the site, this is a new site. So never before colonized by any living organism. So this particular area further development to so forest. So that this type of succession you can call it as primary succession. Second one is the secondary succession. Here the biotic community develop on site that has already supported life after disturbance, supported life. And here what will happen is like forest is there, already existing forest there. The complete forest is restricted by forest fire. And after that what will happen is again the new forest will develop. And maybe one community ecosystem may be destructed or lost because of natural disaster. Because of the after disturbance, again their new community they start to develop. So this kind of succession you can call it as secondary succession, right? Secondary succession. And succession of plants, xerosear, also called as xerarch succession. Like you can see, the exposed bar rocks are there. There is no living organism. First, the algae and lichens start to develop. And then the mosses, bryophytes also they start to develop. And then that area become, the annual weeds start to grow. One annual weeds are starting. So after death of these organisms, the organic matters are added here. And the rocks are broken because of these organisms secrete some enzyme, and they convert these rocks into soil particles. So that the soil start to form, and which support the next level of plants, perennial weeds and grasses, and then shrubs and aspen, cherry and young pine forest. And finally that leads to stable climax, stable forest with beech and maple broadleaf forest, right? So this kind of succession you can call it as xerarch or xerosear. Here the succession started from dry condition and leads to mesic condition. So that this type of succession you can call it as xerarch or xerosear, right? And the succession of plant, hydrosear or hydrox succession. Here the succession start in aquatic environment and leads to mesic condition, nothing but forest area. See, what are the stages of this hydrosear? First you can say first stage is phytoplankton and rooted submerged stage. rooted floating stage, reed swamp stage, sedge meadow stage, woodland stage, and forest stage. Phytoplankton, rooted submerged stage, rooted floating stage, reed swamp stage, sedge meadow stage, woodland stage, forest stage. See here, first phytoplanktons are developing, and then rooted submerged. These are rooted submerged, and floating forms also developing. Floating forms also developing. And next, reed swamp stage. Okay, you see that these are submerged form and floating leaves, this and all, and further reed swamp stage. And next one is marsh meadow and wetland. Here the open body, the water body completely covered, right? And finally leads to climax community, right? So now the aquatic pond or aquatic lake further converted into forest. But it's happened, it takes more than several years, several hundred years. Okay, like we are seeing in our village area, there are small ponds are there. The ponds are not filled with water regularly. Then you can observe the ponds slowly converted into forest area, right? So this kind of succession, you can call it as hydrosphere or hydrar, because the succession start in aquatic environment leads to mesic condition, right? And here you can see the image here, NCERT image, this one. Pond is there, the newly constructed pond. This one is newly constructed pond, right? Here the first organism start to developing is phytoplankton. Phytoplankton. Next, submerged plant stage. So the plants grow within inside the water body. Next, submerged free floating plant stage. Free floating. And next one is, you see, reed swamp stage. Now you see all the waters are completely consumed here. There is no water within the pond. The marsh meadow stage, nothing but waterlogging soil. Marsh meadow stage and scrub stage. And after several years, this pond become forest. The pond become forest, right? These are the stages of hydrosphere or succession, plant succession, right? I hope that you understood the concept. And up to this, I'll end up this video. Again, we will see in next video. Thank you.